The Toronto Blue Jays wanted to desperately get into the win column tonight, but of course, they lost their second game of the series to the Dodgers, and they lost it in the most Blue Jays way possible. But before we get into the game breakdown, I do want to say that obviously, as a Blue Jay fan, I go into every game cheering for the Blue Jays, but it is delightful to watch the Los Angeles Dodgers play baseball. It's clean. Every at bat's a quality at bat. You get guys like Yamamoto and Ohtani. Obviously, Ohtani being a generational type of player, and he's the kind of guy when he retires, you're gonna miss him. So if you're a baseball fan, no matter who you cheer for, just appreciate that we get to watch those guys play. Before we get into the game breakdown, really quickly, I want to say I kind of liked what John Schneider did with the lineup tonight. I liked Sanchez hitting in the cleanup spot. I'd like to see that more often. I'd like to see him get his opportunities against lefties and righties, and when Barger does come back, maybe put him into the 2-hole. I like Okamoto playing in the 5th or 6th spot. When Kirk is back in a few weeks, maybe he can go in the 5th, Okamoto in the 6th. Look, Kevin Gausman did what he needed to do. He came out 5 1/3, 3 earned runs, he did everything we needed. A couple of things happened. He had a throwing error, but he's the Blue Jays ace. He did what needed to happen tonight. As always, it's the Blue Jays bats that let them down. Had some fireworks in the 5th inning. There was a controversial balk call. I don't think it was a balk against Gausman. John Schneider came out, and to me, John Schneider was not leaving that field until he got thrown out of the game. Sometimes a manager just tries to fire his team up, and it got the crowd all riled up. It did nothing for the players, though the Blue Jays were only able to score 1 run, losing 4-1 in the 7th inning. They had bases loaded with nobody out in a really Blue Jay way, too. You had Ernie getting on with a bunt, and then he had a walk, and then Schneider comes up, he's out. And it just goes on and on. I also didn't like leaving Valenzuela in the game in that position. That was when I would have put Heidemann in to pinch hit, not in the 9th inning. That was the spot I want the veteran out there. And, of course, the Blue Jays gave up the 4th run on an errant throw by Vladdy to Hoffman, and then Valenzuela made a bad decision. And I think what's surprising me the most this year about the Blue Jays, like the hitters will get it together. This Blue Jays team is not, I don't believe they're this great hitting team as everybody seems to think, but what I really liked about them is they play clean. They're supposed to play clean baseball, have great defense, and that's what's not happening right now, and that's the most surprising thing about this team. I expect the Blue Jays to win games like 3-1, 2-1, not lose them 3-1, 4-1, and just bad baseball being played.